Annette, what a film this was. Not for everyone, that's for sure. Hello, everyone. We're the Continuity Crew. I'm Will. That's Win. And today we're doing Streaming Junkies. Wednesday episode should be Annette, starring Adam Driver and God, her name always escapes me. Marion Cotillard, and I guess Simon Helberg. He was kind of in it. Those are your big names. But this is a film. Musical, more or less, directed by Leo Krause.
Leo Crow,
probably.
He's French.
Written by Ron Mao and Russell Mao, who are the Sparks Brothers, or Sparks, the band, which
Sparks
there
Brothers.
was a Edgar Wright documentary that came out this year. That was actually really good. Wouldn't have enjoyed this movie as much if I hadn't seen that, probably, because like I know who they are, and like this movie makes sense because of it. But they wrote it, and it follows. I'm just going to read what it says. A stand-up comedian and his opera singer wife have a 2-year-old daughter with a surprising gift. That's a little misleading, but this movie's very artsy.
I mean, that is just a oneer. I mean, that's basically what you pitch. But like, yeah, if you had to talk about more about the plot, or if you want to know about more about the theme of the whole movie, it's a play that's kind of abstract, but more along the lines of what is that? Contemporary art. So this whole movie is basically just art. It's not like
it's not necessarily. I mean, I don't want to not call it a movie because it is, but like it's
a film at heart. It's not like it's not your
typical movie. I'm not surprised. Like I didn't know anything about this, and I'm so glad I didn't, because honestly, again, it made me enjoy it a little bit more.
It's like La La Land and Diarrhea, but not in a bad way.
A little bit.
It's like La La Land and Downtown. But like, you know, more of the locale kind of theater, and not like the big Edgar Wright shit.
Yeah, this was just I still like, it's just so weird. Like I mean, I loved it. I really did. Like, I think Adam Driver gave an amazing performance. He's not the best singer, but he sung his heart out. Like, it's so weird though, and like the choices, I don't know, everything about it. Like, I'm still unpacking it all, but like just knowing the Sparks Brothers, like I'm just like that. Yeah, this makes sense.
You
like,
a fan of Sparks Bros now?
I mean, I guess like their music, I get it, and like their influence and stuff, but it's still like, it's cool that they wrote this, and I can see that they put themselves into this movie. They enjoyed it. I mean, they were even in the movie as themselves
In the beginning.
and they were
And the director was there too.
the pilots. They were. It's very tongue in cheek. I'm sure
It's very bold for them to just show up in the beginning sequence.
Yeah.
Like, it was like they were literally, what is it? The director directing the Sparks Bros who wrote the songs for this movie, or I guess this whole movie. So I mean, is that really even a screenplay? It's just a original story.
I know. It's just it's like, now we're gonna do this, and it is a little long. I will say, 2-hour, 20-minute runtime. I had to split it up into 2 viewing periods. Like it's like, this is a lot. And I was tired whenever I watched it the first time, but like I
fell asleep too, but it was like 3 a.m.
It's very pretty though.
It is. It's pretty well done. I like the cameras they used for this. It was an RE, so I'm a big fan of that. It looked like film, at the very least. Don't tell Quentin Tarantino though that it's a digital, because he's probably gonna freak the fuck out. This movie had great performances in it.
It
Adam
did.
Driver, what's her name?
Marion Cotillard.
Marion Cotillard. She's a great actress. I mean,
she's great.
Besides knowing her from Dark Knight, I think I've seen her in a few other movies. So I just can't remember. What did you like about this movie?
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I loved the performances. I liked the camera and how it looked and all that. It's just like, it's still just like unsettling in a way.
Yeah.
Like it's not your typical movie. Like, whenever I first watched it and saw that it had 3 stars on Amazon Prime, I'm like, what am I about to get into? And I'm like, because I at first thought, I was like, it probably just isn't for everyone, and I was right. But I'm just still like, what was this movie? I feel like it almost feels like a Shakespeare play, kind of, because it's that tragedy, and like
I mean, almost every movie nowadays is a Shakespeare play.
True.
It just doesn't have the wordings and the language and the verbiage.
Because even on IMDb, it says the girl who plays Annette. It says Annette in prison. I'm like, what? Whenever I looked before I watched, I'm like, what? Annette in prison? What's gonna happen in this movie? It's just, it's so interesting because there's hardly any dialogue. It's all sung, right? Like, I don't know the last movie I saw where that was a thing. If I've seen a movie that's ever done that,
it's a movie that's straight up. That's just play on movie.
Yeah,
play as a movie. Like, the In the Heights was a movie. That was a play that was adapted to a movie, and
this was just straight.
La La Land was kind of a play that's adapted into a movie. This is just a straight up play that's recorded.
Yes.
And lit very well, and there's camera shots. Apparently, they did live singing. I saw that from something. Adam Driver sang, and I guess what's her name again? Marion Cotillard. She sang too. So I think this was a live performance. Like was it Les Miserables or Les Miserables? I don't know how people pronounce it. I pronounce it Les Miserables. I think that's what they said.
Stewart was offered the role of. So apparently, she can't sing well, though.
Oh. I bet that was her quote. She was probably like,
no,
I can be honest with you, I can't sing. I didn't know Marion Cotillard could sing either. I don't think I've seen her in any roles that she was singing at. But Adam Driver can sing. Sometimes. Yeah. In this movie, he really struggles with some notes, or he really struggles with some emotions.
Like, I still I don't know. I thought that it felt natural though. Like, I mean, he's a play actor. Like, that's how he got he started. But like, even I was like, it just feels good. Like, it feels natural. It doesn't feel like he was trying to like win an Emmy for one of the songs or something. No. It just felt like it was part of the movie and it was his character.
It was written by Spark Brothers, so he knows like the mood, the theme, and all that stuff. And he really shines, and he really shows that he's a play.
I don't think
actor.
This will get like an Oscar nod or anything, but I could see like a Golden Globe for.
I can see a Golden Globe
because they do like the musical comedy and like drama split. So like I could definitely see Adam Driver getting a performance. Maybe not the movie because again, it's not that appealing to a lot of people. But I still I want to know what people thought about this movie. I think I actually could. I guess I could go to reviews. It does have 4,000 reviews, which is pretty high for, I guess, a movie like this.
Do you have negatives about this movie at all?
I mean, not really.
Not really?
It's just, the movie was what it was, and I respect it for what it is. So, like, I can't really talk down about it. Like, the story, it was conveyed by music, and, like, thinking about it, I do have one. There's a lot of repetitiveness in the
songs.
Yes.
Yeah, they sound the same.
And it's like it can get a little repetitive.
I have a few. I wrote it down that same night. One thing that really bothered me was that, like, after watching the movie, I still have a hard time wrapping around the emotion I'm feeling with this movie because Adam Driver. I feel sad for Anne, but almost immediately gets removed after that. Like, you feel bad for Anne because like this all happened, this and that. Like, she, I guess she was abused by Adam Driver's character or something like that. We don't really see that, but there's some things going on. But then soon after, apparently she was having an affair with the conductor or whatever his name was. That was my big takeaway for that character. Probably one of the more important characters. And also, I have a lot of love for art. I really do. Sometimes you feel a certain emotion when you just admire something, and sometimes it's intended by artists to feel that way. But because that's how they feel about it.
Look at the title for this review. Not for squares.
Yeah. This movie does exactly just that, but it feels like you're looking at something. The artistic integrity is there, but the artist just painted it because they had to. It feels like a painting in a museum where I can admire it at face value or truly understand the intent. and story the painter created, even though there's nothing there but just intricate strokes from paintbrushes. It's just that you don't know if this was intended to be like something more meaningful, or if it was just something that was like a a painting that was just painted. Like no emotion. It was just like the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Hate to compare it, but Mona Lisa was a job. It wasn't like the greatest paint. I don't see it as the greatest painting in the world. I just see it as like, yeah, this he. That's such a dumb opinion. I just realized that. But
no, I mean,
it's there.
I get what you're saying. I think this is. I think it's it's a passion project though for definitely the Sparks Brothers. Like they, honestly, I'm pretty sure they haven't done anything movie wise besides Sparks Brothers, which was a documentary about them and like their music videos. So I think, and their music videos are very, I mean, almost similar to this. Like they're very artsy, they're very out there. Like there's like a claymation type ones and stuff like that. I think that they just wanted to do this, like, and like I feel like they're, and maybe I feel like this was more their movie than the director's. They've done like music for movies, but like again, this is mostly, I don't know. It's just I'm still like, again, just very don't know how to feel about this movie. I will say all these negative reviews, like honestly, that's a very varying degree. There's like multiple. I think the people who are giving like a low review are just, I mean, they're squares, like that person said, but like they just don't understand. Like their favorite movie is like Pulp Fiction.
I wouldn't call them squares or anything like that. I would just say that this movie is just not a flavor that they like. It's not like you shouldn't be calling anyone for names because they don't like a certain movie.
I don't think anyone should be bashing it because like
I don't think that anyone should be bashing anything if it's like
I agree.
That has anything to do with art. It's just when you're making something like this and you're doing it for money, you're open to criticism basically.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. You're drawing, you're painting, you're making a car or something like that. Either way, there's art involved, but if you're doing it for money, it's just you're open for criticism. This is how I feel about every other movie, but this movie just, there's like a lot of good things to say, but there's also a lot of negative things to say. For example, the budget really shows almost in the third act of the movie, and then there were times when it just kind of, you just really don't know how to feel about the movie. You just, at the very end, you're still sitting there and you're just wondering if you feel sad for any of the characters. Do you feel happy for any of the characters? Do you feel
So I will say, I think I would have much rather seen it like in a theater.
I don't know if I could watch this in a theater.
I hear you on that, but maybe it would have been more engrossing because we both split it up, I think, into two like different viewings. I think it's just, I don't know.
I rewatched it again. I kind of replayed it because I feel like I was missing a bunch of things while watching it, so I just replayed it all the way back.
I'll say the repetitiveness of the songs was definitely a con, as well as I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about these characters, like at all. Like,
yeah,
I understand like Adam Driver's character is a drunk, and maybe it's because it was conveyed in song, so it's a different media to take in, but like. And like they kind of extort his daughter, but like it's just like weird. Like
I think you're meant to feel bad for Annette, but you have a hard time kind of in belief of Annette because
she's a doll.
She was a doll, a puppet. Yeah. So every emotion that you feel about this movie is either all of it that's like it's all collected into like this confusion, really weird itchy feeling because the character, the Annette little doll is like, it's weird, and then you have Adam Driver's character killing now, I guess, and so
I get it, but I don't get it.
It gets really boring too at the middle. I gotta be honest.
It is slow. 2 hours 20 minutes is a long time for a movie like this.
I don't even think it's just slow. I think it was just so boring. I in the middle of it at least. Like I can't gauge which part, but it was just I could literally just I felt like skipping it, but I didn't want to because I feel like if you skip it, you're gonna miss a lot.
Something, yeah.
But there was nothing there for me. I like the Bo Burnham style of comedy kind of. He did. Adam Driver was the first thing you see.
And honestly,
in this movie.
like that, I was like, do I get this or not? Or is this just, I was confused. It's so much confusion in this movie, but I still like respect it.
Oh yeah, one of the things that I really like about this movie was something that you don't really see in like any comedy or anything like that, is that they just say how they feel. They're just like, do I want to make you guys laugh tonight? I don't want to. You're not supposed to laugh. Don't laugh. This is really sad. I'm gonna kill my wife. Yeah. This is really sad. All that stuff. I like that. That's bold. Yeah. I think that was really I
do.
It was a good stylistic choice. It was a very clear understanding. It's a clear way to understand the character. He's kind of what do you call that? An insult comic, I guess. And that was
I will say
that made me smile.
It's pretty badass poster too. It's a cool poster. It sold me whenever I saw it. So.
Also very misleading.
Also very misleading. Yes.
It looks like
well, so is the one-liner for it. It's
bit,
like, yeah. Oh, the daughter has a surprising gift. Well, yeah. First, her mom had to die, and then she haunted her. So
it looks like a waterbending movie.
It does. I don't know what I thought this movie was gonna be. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad I went into it blind. But good God,
I didn't see anything about this movie. I think we saw like a trailer, but I was asleep or on my phone or something like that.
I don't know if I even saw the trailer, man. I think if I saw this was a musical, I would have suggested we passed on it. I'm glad we didn't, because like I enjoyed it. I'm still confused, but like if I had saw this was like all sing song, and like I would have been like, nah. But we watched it, and I'm what's the word? I'm satisfied with it. I'm glad I watched it. So hear me out.
What?
She's not a doll anymore because Adam Driver can't use and extort her as like a toy anymore. I don't know. It's a stretch, but it could have some meaning. I'm sure there's something we're missing. But
or it's just the budget.
Yeah. But, oh, well, yeah. So, like, they couldn't have it. I kind of got it because it's like, okay, it is Sparks Brothers, so it's going to be a little weird. But also, like, you can't have a baby actually, like, singing like that. So,
or
I get
standing like that.
Yeah. So, you made it a doll. Cool. Got it.
Yeah.
Works.
And then I feel like if this was something that people would break down, it would be something like that. And then out of nowhere, one of the writers, Spark Brothers, or even the director would be like, no, it just didn't have the budget.
Yeah.
Like, that's a good one, though.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So, we'll go ahead and wrap it up and give it a rating out of 10. What would you say, when I'm intrigued by your rating?
I'll give it a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right in the middle of the road. I'm going to give it a 6 because I did enjoy it. I did enjoy Adam Driver's performance. I think it was just a little bit a step above. It was very artsy. I'm still confused by it, but I did enjoy it. So
I like the integrity that they kept with this movie. Yeah. The whole artsy part, but there's just so much there. It's better
than like a lot of movies we
get. Is it though?
I mean, we said Reminiscence, Protege, and Respect were better, but it was better than Space Jam, Escape Room, Snake Eyes, Old. It was. Hey, Jungle Cruise was just a little bit better by 0.5. So.
Well, it was just a fun movie.
6:45. Hey, it was.
I don't know if you could compare that.
We respected this better than Free Guy, man. So
what was the other movie with the girl from 50 Shades of Grey that I keep referencing to?
Our Friend.
No, fuck off. God damn it. What is the movie? What's her name? Dakota Johnson?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's on Suspiria.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Great film.
If this was like. If I had to compare this and Suspiria, I think I would pick Suspiria 10 times more.
Well, yeah, no, Suspiria.
That one is just so much more fascinating.
It's an incredible movie too. I really like that movie. I need to rewatch it. That and Jennifer's Body. I need to rewatch. Those are two completely different horror movies, but I want to rewatch.
Megan Fox.
I just ordered 2 shirts.
Jennifer's Body
shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have Megan Fox on your shirt.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Nah.
No, Annette, entertainment wise, I'm gonna have to split it. I'm gonna have to say 5.
Yeah, I'll say a 5 as well. It's like right down that middle, but like
it does keep you hooked with the way it was written and the way it was told. But it does get really boring midway at the end of the Act 2 and maybe kind of weird in around Act 3, and it gets really stupid with the whole killing. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not for everyone. And the whole use of the conductor character was kind of like weird because like he wasn't there most of the movie, or he was in the beginning, and then he's back, and it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's it. That's what I'm trying to. Okay, so this entire time I've been like, why does this movie feel like an amateur wrote the movie? But I guess it does make sense. An amateur did kind of write this movie. It did feel like it was someone did something out of like film school, and they were just like, I want to write something. So this is how this movie feels.
That's why I kind of give it a pass. So
I
I
guess so. Yeah, because like it is the Sparks Bros. They're not writers or anything like that. They just wanted to make.
They
a movie.
write music, and like the music's got good production. Like I guess.
Well, from what I hear, the director has a really good resume. So I'm gonna check him out. So.
But yeah, that's been our Annette review, our Streaming Junkies episode. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe if you want to see more like this. We try to do like these little obscure movies, you know, like 645. Go watch that review. And we're probably gonna do another one that was at like the Cannes Film Festival is Beckett. We might do that if there's like an open thing.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It's pretty decent. I was very surprised.
I think we might do that next Monday, and we'll do Candyman this week. So
just think of Beckett as like
it's another one I know nothing about, but I'm intrigued because John David Washington.
I think it's. Yeah, you get into the movie, you're definitely not going to understand anything in the first half.
Okay.
And you're probably going to be like, what the is going on? But they later explain it. So it's pretty well done.
I'm intrigued. All right. Thank you all for watching, though. Bye. We love movies. We love y'all. Bye-bye.